the 5 best European airports and, of course, the 5 worst European airports based on their Google rankings. Next topic we have to put a light on is Lufthansa, the Green Fare, Economy Green Fare. Does it make sense? Doesn't it make sense? And the other question, of course, is, which I forgot to say, you get 20% more status and 20% more award miles. We have another topic where we look at Scandinavian Airlines and Finnair if they have to get rid of some white bodies because of the closure of the airspace in Russia. Then we have the world's first disembarking through 3 doors. Now you say, hey, that is nothing biggie, but it is a biggie because it's not through the doors on the left-hand side when you're standing and facing the aircraft, standing and facing the front to the cockpit. It is over both sides at door number 1, L and R. Then we have Condor. Condor is a leading example when it comes to customer satisfaction and when it comes to employee satisfaction. They increased the salary even without needing to increase the salary. And like always, we have a good topic at the end, but this time we have 2. Hilton Honors sale 100% bonus with another 100% bonus and a deal zone deal from the Americas to Europe. SkyTeam deal. $2,200. No, dollars. $2,200 in business class SkyTeam. Frequent Traveler TV take off today with a special and seldom guest on my site. Mario, welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'm back again. Yeah, the Hoff. But your host, Mr. Korsten, is also there.
Yeah, like the German funnily say, call it Horst, which is another first name in Germany. But anyways.
That's right.
As you are used to my face and to my cap. Let us start with the first topic. Like always, sign up for the channel, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave us a like, and of course, comment down there. If you want to touch the gentleman, who I'm mixing always in and out and in the small picture. I think there he should be in the small picture. Maybe I put him there. Anyways, you can touch him on our Frankfurt meetup. We will have a meetup on the 12th in Munich this month, 13th in Frankfurt, 14th in Berlin, the 19th in Helsinki, and the 28th in Riga. 5 meetups this month. So get prepared. But you can touch him only in Frankfurt because the other ones he's maybe too scared to come. If you touch him right in Frankfurt, maybe he comes to other ones. The first topics are, let us go through and the 5 worst airports in Europe, Mario. I mean, we have there a contender, which is always good for a shitty review. And this is?
I think the 5th worst airport is our German capital airport, Berlin-Brandenburg. And of course, Lars knows this airport very well and can tell us a lot of good stories about this airport. But I think it has a reason why it is on the 5th worst airports in Europe.
Yeah, honestly to say, I think Berlin airport is more a disease than an airport. But I have to say that they did their job very well in the recent summer holiday situation. So we had no fights, we had no lanes, which were longer than half an hour. So that was somehow they got their job together. People are complaining about the interior, about the modern design, if it's old school or however it is. That is something I never understood nowadays, even in hotels, when you complain about a hotel that you do not like the interior. Listen, people, we are just sleeping there for one night. We are just moving through the airport for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So the design, in my opinion, is not as important as the functionality. And of course, if it's well maintained. I mean, there's nothing worse. And when you come to the other airports, the next one would be Manchester. which is complaining about rude employees, in my opinion. Mario, have you ever been to Manchester?
It was a long time ago, so I can't remember. And it was during other times. No COVID, no...
During
whatever.
the war.
Yeah.
They say that there are long waiting times and queuing ups, and that is not so great. And London, Luton, the airport, I personally do not know. They have only a review from 3.0 on Google, and they are complaining that that the public transport is not properly connected and all these things. So that are the main downsides. Another airport is Heraklion Kreta in Greece. Yes, there we have, in German it's called olfaktorisch. Must be something with, let's say it, smell.
Yeah. The people, some say it smells not so very good, like it smells in restrooms, toilets, or whatever.
Pee-pee box, like pee-pee box.
Yes, of course. And if you have been in Heraklion, it's a very, I don't know. It's small there. It's an old airport, and I hate him very much. It's a nice island, beautiful island, nice hotels there, but the airport is worst. Of course, he is worst.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. The worst airport is the airport in France. It is Bordeaux-Mérignac. I don't know. I have to drink a little bit Bordeaux that I can pronounce it properly. They complain mostly that it's a complete catastrophe, and last but not least, that they have no seats, which you don't have in Berlin either, but that is another topic. And it is the worst somebody has seen in life. Now we want to give you positive feedback, of course, as well. The fifth best airport regarding Google reviews, and that are your reviews, not comparable with Skytrax, are Malta, are Alicante in Spain, Porto in Portugal, Zurich in Switzerland, which makes Mario especially happy.
Yes, because it's one of my favorite airports in the world.
And the winner is Athens, Eleftherios Venizelos. I don't know if I have to pronounce this more Spanish, because it sounds somehow Spanish, not Greek, but that is just my personal impression. I personally have been in the airport more than 100 times, as I did fly from Dubai, sometimes bi-weekly, to Athens for business. But I don't understand why they think it's the best. And of course, as a German, I have to say, where is Munich? Munich is much better than some airports which have been mentioned here. Do we have anything to add, Mario? No.
No, I don't think so.
What we have to add to the fifth worst positioning of Berlin Airport is the FEX. That is in German Flughafen Express. Airport Express for the English-speaking people. And this Airport Express is one of the little sunshines of the airport that you can get from there within a couple of minutes out of the misery. But this problem is going to be a problem for us as well, to stay in the misery, because these trains are not going next Monday, starting on the 8th of August at 4 o'clock in the morning until 22nd of August. No FEX, no train, no fast train. You have to go to the regional trains, which smell like the airport in Creta sometimes. Yes, sorry, that is what it is. And then you can take the RB, Regionalbahn, regional train, 14, or you can take Regional Express 7, which is an express but has nothing to do with express, in my opinion. So
that's right, yeah.
Anyways, but to make the situation worse, you can take the S-Bahn, which takes you a couple of hours to get from, that's 1 hour and a little bit of, to be honest, from the airport away. That will be most likely your only option if you don't want to take an Uber, limousine, or a taxi or something. I personally will go back to maybe use one of the car services, Share Now, Drive Now, however they are calling themselves now again, because they merged. Between the 15th of August and the 19th of August, this is the only option to go with the so-called S-Bahn, which is, I would call it, it's not even a better underground, huh?
Yeah. It's a light rail, so...
Yeah, so...
It's not the best way to travel.
It's not the best way to travel. That is very wise to say.
Yeah.
When it comes to aviation, we are always looking and we're always trying to improve the travel experience. And disembarkation is one of the points the airlines want to improve, because this means time is money. If you remember back the time, Southwest Airlines, they had the disembarkation that you were entering the plane from the front. The cabin crew was in the middle and they were cleaning already the nuts and everything. And in the aft door were the passengers deboarding. That was in the beginning. Now it's a little bit different. Then we have the option, which I like personally the best, is in Scandinavia with SAS. There you board the plane via two doors. Even if you're on a jetway, you have to go out, down the stairs, go to the aft, depending. They show you from which seating row that is advised. Ryanair, of course, an airline I never flew, but I always see that they have their own stairs. These stairs drive out for two reasons. Number one, they don't have to wait for someone to bring the stairs to the aircraft. And sometimes you save money because you don't have to pay for the stairs as a service for your passengers. But the aft door has to get stairs. So Indigo is an airline from India, which I like somehow. I like JetBlue, even I never did fly with Indigo. And they have now a situation where you can disembark in a 320 aircraft faster. How does this work, Mario? I'm putting the picture on the screen now for the viewers.
Because they don't use two doors, they use three doors and one door on the right-hand side. So in the front, you can disembark to the left and to the right side. And you shown the pictures. So you can go out to both sides, and it's more a ramp than a
staircase.
Than a stairs, sorry. And so I don't know. It will be very fast because you can run down the hill, and I think that's a good idea because both doors have the same size, so it's good for you as a very tall and big, strong man. And I have no idea how much faster it is to disembark with this two ramps, but I think with three doors it's much faster than with two.
Yeah, they say something about 13 to 7 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, that it's the time that you can deboard an aircraft, even over the staircase. What I think is quite interesting is the approach, and like you mentioned it in the German version of this takeoff version, you said that, of course, it is easier to enter the aircraft if you are on a wheelchair, for example. Of course, somebody has to push you up or down. But still, that is something which is more interesting. The only downside I see here is maybe in the process when you see the people around the aircraft that is more crowded, more tohuwabohu, like you say in German. I don't know. Can you say in English tohuwabohu? If not, that is a word you can learn, which means uncontrolled chaos is tohuwabohu.
Yeah.
This tohuwabohu we did have last weeks with Lufthansa when they did strike.
Yep.
And the strike was Lufthansa special, let's say it that way. It cost them 35 million euros, just one day and a little bit. And one of the competitors in the leisure market, basically there are more competition for Eurowings Discover, is Condor, the former daughter of Lufthansa.
Yes, of course.
They gave them an increase, and them is the cabin crew, the ground people, everyone, more money. And the question is this to avoid this havoc? Is it havoc? I don't know. Is it this chaos to avoid? Or is it really that they love their employees and want to give them a benefit and say, listen, we don't have this negotiations with the unions, but right now, in my opinion, you deserve more money because you did such a great job during the summer. And we would like to appreciate you and give you this money as an appreciation token. And for that, they increased the salary 7% and a little bit depending on where you work. And my question is, do you think that this is an honest appreciation, or is it just a tactical move where they say, hey, we don't want to have the strike and we don't want to be associated with the chaos that has been around since weeks in Germany?
In my opinion, it is both. It is both. I think they love their employees a little bit more than other airlines, and for tactical or strategic reasons, they have no strikes in this summer, and I think that's it's very good for the airline when they can do all the flights they announced. So I think it's a good idea to make or to end the negotiations before it comes to a strike. So I think they did very well.
I definitely think that the management loves their employees a little bit more than other airlines do. And you feel it on board because the employees love the passengers love the employees, love the company, everybody loves everyone, everybody's a happy camper. And it's not the German Rudelbumsen, but look it up. I cannot say it in English. And it's not advised to repeat it, so forget that. But anyways, I think that it's an honest move of the airline, and if it's tactic, maybe it's less than 5%. Tactic 95 is really true love. And Condor did like the employees because they didn't fire anyone during the pandemic. Yeah. That is another sign which I think when you look to competition, of course they are smaller, but they had more trouble because they were just going to restructuring and everything. They were bankrupt. Chapter 11, similar thing in Germany, got money from the government. So it's a big thing. Which is a big thing for Lufthansa is that sustainable aviation fuel and CO2 is a problem. They want to have fit for 55. I did talk about it. I talked about the Economy Green ticketing possibility from Scandinavia. I told you that when you compare it to Economy Flex, the price is not different, it's the same, but less service, like upon availability, having an earlier flight and priority fast lane in economy class, and the ticket is not refundable compared to the Economy Flex ticket, which you can refund except 70 euros as a fee. What I didn't tell you is that you get 20% status miles and 20% award miles more than you would get normally. And I think if they would be honest and if they would be really thinking about it to do it really honestly, then they should do just 3, which is economy light without the luggage. Then they should do classic, which is with luggage, and they should do economy flex. And for economy flex, they should just add on the compensation. Other airlines like EasyJet, or if you're flying with SAS and you know it, if you have a mileage ticket, SAS is compensating for you. Even NetJets is compensating for you. So other thoughts I have are that yeah, that should be done more honestly, as flying will be never carbon neutral. And to save carbon in regards of flying, maybe you should just not fly. What is your opinion, Mario?
I agree to 100%. It is like it is. If you don't or if you mention that to fly is not good for the environment, so let it be.
Yeah. Anyways, then we have a next topic that is Finnair, Scandinavian Airlines, which have to change their business model a little bit because of the closure of the Russian airspace. And that is why leasing companies are thinking that they have to restructure the fleet. And this restructuring means that 330s and 350s will be available soon on the second-hand market. Is this an opportunity for Lufthansa, for example, to get cheap aircrafts?
Yeah, maybe you don't know, because Lufthansa bought a lot of new used airplanes in the past, so maybe they can fill the gap. They need a lot of new planes, because they are the R340. They don't want any more, so maybe the planes from Finnair and SAS are a good alternative. I have no idea. The A350 from Finnair works also for the Lufthansa Group, for Eurowings Discover. So maybe it's an opportunity. We will see.
Yeah, we will see. They're already working for Eurowings. 3 aircrafts are flying for Eurowings, especially the route you like, Munich, Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, or Frankfurt to Las Vegas. And like always, to end the show, and I have to push a little bit, as I have a call in 3 minutes. I have a
Hurry
call.
up.
I have to bamboo the speed up, and Hilton Honors is having a sale. You can normally buy 80,000 points. They give you now the opportunity to buy 160,000 points up to. You have to start with 5,000 and you get double points. That means that the maximum which is possible, 320,000 points. And this 320,000 points cost you $1,600. Like always, be advised, do not buy only miles if you have really a use case. Do not buy miles just to have them. I would like to offer you another opportunity to get miles with a US credit card or in status. If you, for example, take the American Express Hilton credit card, you get diamond status and you get multipliers that you cannot get with other cards, like, for example, the German Hilton card, which gives you only double points in Hiltons. In the US, you get, I think, 17 times the points if everything is done right. So this said, be aware that points devalue. We have a inflation here as well. Warning example would be Aeroplan with Air Canada. They increased the prices, which means that tickets are getting more expensive, of course, but the points lose value. This said, we have a ticket deal for you, and the ticket deal for you would be to fly with SkyTeam. That would be a Delta in this case, or Air France KLM. And ITA from San Francisco to Rome, this would be 2,200 euros approximately, a little bit less. Booking class is Z. Restrictions none. Reservation must be only done at least 28 days before departure. 7 days is minimum Aufenthalt is a German word. Minimum stay. Until the first Sunday after arrival. Turnaround would be the other option. 12 months, stopovers are not permitted, ticket is not refundable, but changes are permitted for reissue and revalidation, which is, of course, the most expensive version. Routing would be, for example, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Rome, and the Rome-San Francisco would be with ITA, as long as they're in SkyTeam. Enjoy that one. I'm curious what happens when they change to Lufthansa. Maybe you can collect Lufthansa miles on it. And miles and points is the topic we would like to know. 33,000 miles you get with China Eastern, Aero Mexico, and Virgin give you 27,000 something. China Southern gives you only 22,000. Then it goes down to 13,000. Garuda Middle Eastern and Flying Blue Air Europa. This all are points which I calculated with where to credit. And, the call is starting, so I have to hurry up. And of course, last but not least, important is that if you credit it to Delta Airlines, then you get 5 miles per US dollar. Thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV, Mario. Let us say bye-bye.
Yeah,
I can
bye-bye.
just do my Zoom call. If you want a Zoom call, and that is why I'm talking so fast, is of course no problem. Just get your personal call, and hopefully I'm better with my timing, that you do not have to wait until I start the call with you. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for Frequent Traveler TV, watching and subscribing, liking, hugging, I don't know, whatever you do. Thank you so much. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.